said to carry off its victims, leaving only large footprints behind. Drawings of these prints, mixed in with those of other native animals, may be found on the rocks of the Sierra Nevada.
The presence of footprints is represented by any hunter-gatherer society, represents their familiarity with the animal life that is present in their world.
The shape and placement are significant in identifying the Sasquatch prints in the carvings.
The representation of bald-toed, flat-grayed, and flat-footed footprints.
And now new evidence has come to light, which may show the Sasquatch.
And when I saw it on there, I was like stunned. The hair literally was up on the back of my neck.
The man who was concerned about his family's death and had asked monsters to obscure his identity.
We just took a day trip out along with it.
They used the mountains in the background as a reference point.
Let's get our measuring equipment and do the complete photogrammetry analysis.
To calculate the height of the creature in the video, they must determine the dimensions of the rock formations.
Okay.
The first step is to photograph them using known focal lengths.
Hold it right there again. Put this right up to it.
Then they measure the distance of the camera to the waterline and the vertical height of the waterline to the center of the camera's lens.
87 inches. Okay, that's it. Okay.
The last step is to use a laser measuring device to determine the distance from the camera to the rock formation. The science team now has to begin the analysis.
I love you. Hi, sweetie. I love you.
Tracks he's documented around Mono Lake were made by the creature. He has traveled to an area near the second location. He'll be installing a fixed controller surveillance camera developed for law enforcement agencies to monitor large areas. Avalos believes the creatures are familiar with him, so he hikes in alone to set up the camera.
I think the creature might be comfortable with me just because of the approach that I'm taking. It's a respectful observation.
He finds fresh deer scat just below the snow line. This is the elevation where he suspects the Sasquatch may be hidden. Avalos soon finds a good place to deploy the camera. The system has wireless motion sensors and can be buried, making it virtually invisible. Jaime sets up the camera, motion sensors, and infrared light source. Then buries the recorder.
Okay. This is the canyon that I'm talking about. There's been previous activity before, and this is actually an area of projection. You're not going to have a big area that you're going to have to look at.
Once we start to turn the camera, I'll cover the whole area.
Or you can also come down this way and then come towards the True Lake area.
The tip of this lake, I'm going to put my spoilers out and then I'll just circle around and drop several thousand feet to the lake level. If I see something, I'll probably swing out here a ways, climb way back up several thousand feet. They won't be aware of me at all.
Let's go ahead and do this.
All right, let's go.
Gas in both tanks. We've actually got 18 gallons of gas. That's 6 or 7 hours of flight.
The rest of the team follows the glider from the ground.
2 Tango Tango, can you please advise on your current position?
We're going to get on down to June Lake, and we'll have our search cameras out going all the distance.
Roger that.
back now. Kind of just go into a gliding mode here.
Suddenly, the camera detects a heat source.
We're picking up a little hot spot here just south of the little lake there.
Okay, we'll go on up and take a look on the ground.
The heat signature is near June Lake, one of the areas they have targeted. The ground team arrives where the hotspot appeared and searches for evidence of the beast.
There has been a lot of deer. Swimming through this area to drink hot water. This is what's definitely going to come down. They're going to have to drink the water. So look at this one. This is actually a bear. This is a big bear. Yeah.
This area has been teeming with animals that could be prey for the suspect.
So we have a raccoon, and we also have a bear, and also a dog. So we have a lot of animal activity up here this area. In and out, in and out. So we're about to drink water right now.
The animal activity is encouraging. The storm is approaching.